So today we're going to be making this delicious fish caldine. It's so light and so aromatic and so delicious. You'll want to make it all the time. Hi everyone and welcome back to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a very traditional Goan recipe which is called caldine. And you can make it with any white fleshed fish. You can even make it with prawns. But today I am going to be trying it out with basa. I happened to buy some basa and I said let me just try how the caldine will come out. And I did, and the end result was really delicious. In fact, it took very less time for it to cook and it tasted also very nice. Now I know it's not the traditional Goan norm to put basa in a caldine. It's normally pomfret or even kingfish. Some people make it with kingfish or mostly with prawns. But I just wanted to try it out with basa and see the end result. It is really good. So you can use any fish of your choice and the recipe remains the same. And it's such a light and refreshing recipe. It's almost like a stew kind of a recipe, and it goes amazingly well with some rice, which I make the Goan way. So I'll leave a link of how I cook my rice in the description box below. So I hope you like today's recipe. I hope you give it a try. Let me know in the comments box below how yours turned out. And if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and become a part of Akshata's Recipes. And let's get started. So these are all the ingredients that we will require for the caldine. Now here I have about 250 grams of basa fillets that I've cut into equal size pieces. Then I'm going to be requiring 1 cup of coconut milk. You can use the milk, the coconut packet, or you can use fresh coconut milk. This is some salt to taste. Then I require some haldi or turmeric powder, about 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon of pepper powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin or jeera powder, and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. I also require 6 cloves or lavang. Then I have 7 cloves of garlic which I've chopped very fine, 1 inch of ginger chopped very fine, half a tomato chopped very fine, and 1 small onion chopped very fine. Also 1.5 teaspoon of white vinegar. Now I list all of these ingredients down in my description box below. Now I just heated about 2 tablespoons of oil, and I just lightly like to fry the fish on both sides for half a minute or so. This not only flavors the oil with the lovely fish flavor, but it also makes the fish cook faster, and it just has a very good different type of a lovely taste to it. Try this out, guys. Instead of putting the fish directly in, just give it a little bit of a fry on both sides for half a minute each. Once that is done, just take out the fish and set it aside. And now we're going to add all the other ingredients. So we're going to start by adding the cloves of the lavang to the oil. Then we're also going to add our finely chopped ginger, garlic, and onions. Now we're going to fry all of this very well together. Now as this is frying on a low heat, keep an eye on it. We're going to mix up the powder masalas, that is the turmeric powder or the haldi powder, the coriander powder, the cumin powder, and the pepper powder. And we're going to add a little bit of water, about a tablespoon or 2, and we're going to make a little paste of it. And then we're going to add this paste to our fried onions and ginger garlic. Then I'm also going to be adding about half a cup of water to this, and we're going to let this water come to a boil. So mix everything well. You can keep the heat on a little higher, medium to high, and just keep stirring and let the water come to a boil. Now once the water comes to a boil, we're going to add this coconut milk. Then we're going to lower the flame and we're going to just stir it. Then I'm going to add some salt to taste. Again, give it a good mix. And then we're going to add the tomatoes. So mix everything well again. And remember, keep the heat on low to medium. And now we're going to add the fish back to this mixture. Once that is done, we're just going to cover it up and we're going to cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes or till the fish is nice and cooked. Now you know that the fish is cooked because if you take a spoon or a knife and just cut one of the pieces gently, and if it really comes apart, that means your fish is ready. Now basa takes very little time to cook, and I personally like basa because it doesn't have many thorns. And now I'm just adding the vinegar and I'm going to let it cook for about a minute, and then I'm going to switch off the heat. And your caldine is ready. I have tried caldine with everything, with prawns, with kingfish, or surmai, and pomfret. All of them taste amazing, but I personally like basa. So now the heat is turned off and I just can't wait to dig in. So I have this rice cooking and I'm just waiting to have it. So here I've transferred the caldine into a lovely serving tray or serving bowl. And I also have my rice all ready. I cook it the Goan way. I will leave a link on how I cook my rice, so you can check that link out by just clicking on it in my description box as well as my comments box. So it's time to serve. So here I have my rice, and now all I have to do is add this gorgeous caldine, and I just can't wait to dig in. Well, friends, the fish is just cooked right, and the flavor of this caldine is just mind-blowing. It's so light and so delicious, and it makes me so nostalgic because my grandmother, that's my dad's mom, and my dad used to make the best caldine ever. And I mean, it just has a different flavor. For those of you who haven't had caldine before, guys, give this a try. You can use any white fleshed fish or prawns. And in fact, prawns goes very well if you add some okra or bhendi too. You just add about 4 or 5 okras or bhendis to it and let it cook. And it just tastes amazing. So I hope you like today's recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. And let me know in the comments box below how you liked it. I know basa is not the traditional way, so I might be getting comments from people saying, how can you put basa? But it's okay to try out new stuff, and I enjoyed it. So I recommend that you do give it a try. It is amazing. So don't forget to give this video a big like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Once you have subscribed, just click the bell icon. That way you won't miss out any of my videos or my recipes coming on my channel. You'll get a message for the same. Subscription is completely free. Please go and visit Akshata's recipes. I have loads and loads of recipes and many traditional Goan recipes. If you go on my homepage, you'll see something called playlist. If you click on it, I have bifurcated all my recipes in different slots, and if you go to the Goan recipes, you'll find so many like jeerem, meerem, chicken cafreal, and many more, and I'm coming up with many more too. I also have loads of Christmas recipes since Christmas is around the corner, and I will be coming up with many more. So stay tuned to my channel, and the most important thing is thank you so much for watching my recipes and supporting Akshata's recipes. I will catch you in the next video sooner than you think. Take care, guys. Have a great day. This is Akshata signing off. Bye.